Hi, so here's my practical experiment. I've put a small piece of ply, about 50mm wide, stretched it across about a 2 meter span, and I've got a small piece of ply holding it up in the middle just to support it for the minute. And what I'm going to do is I've got various receptacles, glasses, bottles, jars, etc., filled with water and a bit of blackcurrant juice just to make it more visible. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand them all on this piece of ply precariously, and I'm going to put some small little blocks of wood in between each receptacle just to stop them all moving when I lower the ply. I don't want all the bottles, etc., to slide to the center. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to line all the bottles up and I'll show you a small experiment to prove to you that water doesn't lie, that man lies, and how the shape of the earth lies with water lying on the earth, which I'll demonstrate to you now in this practical experiment. So I'm going to put the bottles up and the blocks of wood, stack them along like this, all the way along. You can use anything. Most of these bottles have got just some blackcurrant juice and water, but you can find, Dad's car washing liquid, hand wash in the bathroom. Any liquid basically will do. Any liquid will do, because all liquids find their own level. The surface of any liquid will find its own level. No matter how thick it is, it will still eventually find its own level. So there's a few things, household things, washing up liquid, mouthwash, yeah. They're all things you'd find around the home. All things that you can use for this experiment. Okay, we're just going to shunt them all along a little bit so that we can just squeeze one more on. I'm going to put a small block at each end just to to stop the receptacles moving in the other direction as well. Right. So what I'm going to do, I want to show you now how I'm going to put the laser on. As I say, it's green laser. But what I want you to focus on is that when I remove this stick, this piece of ply, I'm going to allow this ply supporting all these receptacles full of fluid. When I lower it, you're going to see all the receptacles, etc., will lean over with the movement of the ground below it, which is the ply. But what will remain level is the surface of the fluid inside each receptacle. And as you see, as I lower this down, with each one that passes the laser, you will see that the fluid inside each receptacle is perfectly level. Now I'm going to try and do this freehand because it's all balancing on a thin piece of ply. So here goes. So I'm going to try and lower this down very carefully. And what I want you to pay attention to is the laser line where it touches each level of each fluid. Now here we go. Nice and slow. I'm going to try and lower this, and I want you to pay attention to the levels where the laser hits. Like this bowl here, look, the pink one, the mouthwash, this one here, look, where it hits the line, it's exactly level. Hits the next one, it's exactly level. Hits this one, it's exactly level. Hits this one, I don't care about that one. Hits this one, it's exactly level. Okay, so this is what we naturally see in the real world, is that the ground is curved downwards like a bowl or a bath or a pond or a lake or a sea. So I'm going to push this back up. And what I'm now going to demonstrate is what I've just showed you is how you would naturally see the earth with the waters or fluids lining the earth. And what we're going to do is I'm going to push the ply in the opposite direction to form your imaginary globe earth. And we're going to have a look to see what happens with the fluid inside the receptacles. Right, so what I'm going to do now, okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to push the ply in the opposite direction, upwards, and we're going to watch what happens with the fluid inside each receptacle. I'll leave the laser on so you can see it, and I'll push it approximately 100 mil higher. Now it's all balancing there quite precariously. But as you can see by the laser line, I've pushed that way out of level. The ply is bowing upwards. But if you look at each fluid in each receptacle, the level, the surface of each fluid is exactly level. So if we had an earth, if the earth was round or spherical, the water would still be level sitting on top of it. It cannot be a ball. It's impossible. So do your practical experiments yourself. If you can show me a video where water is going to bend or follow the curvature of any earth, I'll send you the 10 grand. Otherwise, it's not happening. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't believe anyone. Water does not lie. Man lies. Okay?